So, we all know AI as this kind of helpful co-pilot, right? It helps us with tasks, makes suggestions. But what if I told you that's just the very, very beginning? We are seriously on the edge of a huge shift, one that's going to transform us from just users of AI to actual conductors of a symphony of intelligent systems. In this explainer, we're going to break down that journey. I mean, listen to this quote from Andrej Karpathy, one of the top minds in AI. He talks about a future where you just set the vibe. You describe what you want, and the AI handles the rest. It honestly sounds like something straight out of science fiction, but it is way closer than you think. So the big question is, how do we get from the AI we have today to that? Okay, before we jump into the wild future, let's ground ourselves in the here and now. AI isn't some far-off idea. It's already baked into our daily workflows, acting as our co-pilot for, well, pretty much everything. But let's be real, there are a ton of tools out there. How are you supposed to make sense of it all? Right now, today's AI is an absolute master of the mundane. You know, all the stuff we don't really want to do. It handles intelligent scheduling, it automates those tedious tasks, and it even flags potential risks in real time. By taking care of all that routine work, it frees us up to focus on what actually matters, the big picture strategy and coming up with new ideas. The whole AI landscape can feel like a total mess of different tools and platforms, right? But if we just take a step back and break it down, you'll see that most of these tools really fall into two main camps, and understanding that difference is absolutely key to navigating this new world. So on one hand, you have what we'll call fit-for-purpose platforms. Think of these as the project managers of the AI world. They're all about keeping track of tasks, deadlines, and dependencies. Then, on the other hand, you have your AI productivity assistants. These are more like your creative partners. They're there to help you think, write, and communicate way more effectively. These fit-for-purpose tools, they're like a specialist's toolkit. You've got Asana, which is amazing for untangling really complex project dependencies. Then there's Trello, which gives you that super clear visual of your workflow. And Timely, it just takes all the pain out of tracking your time. Each one is designed to solve a very specific problem, and honestly, they do it incredibly well. And then you have the AI assistants, tools like Microsoft Copilot and ChatGPT. Their job isn't to manage your project for you. They're here to be your brainstorming partner, your creative sidekick. They can help you draft a really persuasive email, boil down a super long report, or even help you come up with brand new ideas from scratch. It's all about making you better. But here's where it gets really interesting. AI is no longer just for managing tasks and writing emails. It's actually making its way into the C-suite. That's right, leaders are now using AI to help make incredibly high-stakes decisions. And the results? Well, they're a total game changer. Just imagine for a second having a crystal ball that could predict business risks with 95% accuracy. I mean, that's literally what AI can offer. It gives leaders a level of foresight it's beyond human capability, especially when the pressure's on. And it's not just about being more accurate. It's also about being incredibly fast. AI can slash decision-making time by more than half, turning what used to be weeks of deliberation into just a matter of hours. In the world we live in today, that kind of speed is a massive, massive advantage. So what's the secret sauce here? Well, AI can process insane amounts of data in real time. It can spot patterns that we would totally miss, and it can run simulations to test out different strategies. Look, it's not about replacing human intuition. It's about giving our intuition superpowers. All right, now for the part I know you've been waiting for, vibe coding. This is where things get really futuristic. This is where we stop using AI as just a tool and start treating it as a true creative partner. Our role completely shifts, from being the builder to being the visionary, from the coder to the creative director. At its heart, vibe coding is really just about having a conversation of your computer. You describe what you want in plain English, and the AI actually brings it to life. It's a huge deal, because for the first time ever, the machine is learning to speak our language, not the other way around. And look, this chart really says it all. In the old way of doing things, most of your time, like 70%, is spent on the mechanical work of coding. With vibe coding, that flips completely. The focus is no longer on the mechanics, but on the high-level strategy and the creative vision behind it all. It frees up our brains for the kind of work that only humans can do. Now, this isn't just about yelling vague ideas at a computer and hoping for the best. Vibe coding is actually a very disciplined process. It starts with a super clear vision, then it becomes a back and forth partnership with the AI, and it ends with rigorous testing. It's a new way of working for sure, but it's still a professional one. So, after all that, what does this actually mean for us? For our careers? It means our roles are evolving big time. We're moving beyond a world of just managing tasks and hitting deadlines and into a completely new era of strategic leadership and creative vision. This, right here, is the future of work. We're not just coordinating people and tasks anymore, we are becoming orchestrators, conducting a whole symphony of intelligent systems. Our job is to set the vision, to guide the AI, and to work with it to create something amazing. And this new reality brings up a really profound question. In a world where AI is doing more and more of the doing, what's left for us? What's our most valuable skill? As we become these AI orchestrators, it seems pretty clear that things like strategic judgment, creativity, and empathy, those are the skills that are going to matter most. Something to think about.